Cork's Red FM.
104 to 106.
Yeah, that's right. Back running and training with the team, but with the internationals on at the moment, there's just not the games to be played. So, doing everything I can.
So we can expect to see you back in action for the game against the Ospreys in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, it's one game I look forward to, and looking further into the month, it's a big month for us.
Absolutely, yeah, and obviously you've got the international break at the moment. As you said, Doug, things are pretty quiet, but that Ospreys game it's only 2 weeks away. Then you've got back-to-back games against Perpignan, so it won't be long before the games are coming thick and fast again. Yeah,
exactly, and before that process, we have to sort of amalgamate a lot of the international boys back into the team, and try and get some rhythm leading into those games.
Yeah, the Magners League campaign so far, Doug, it's been a bit of a mixed bag. 4 wins and 3 defeats, but you're still only 3 points off the top, so I'm sure you haven't given up on retaining that title yet, as there's a long way to go.
No, of course not. It is a long season, and especially this year with the top 4, the semi-finals and final. It's not as important to qualify top as long as you're in that top 4 come crunch time.
Yeah, and even at this early stage, Doug, I'm sure you've got one eye on those games against Perpignan already. The games against the French teams really seem to have a massive effect on how the pools in the Heineken Cup unravel, and you know yourself how difficult it can be to win in France, having made your debut away to Clermont a couple of years ago. Munster did well to get losing bonus points in Clermont over the past couple of seasons. Would you be happy with that in Perpignan, or do you go into every game looking to win regardless of the opponent or the venue?
Yeah, well, as it sits at the moment, we're top of that pool, so, it's in our hands where we go from here. So, certainly we're going down there to get the win and try and cement our spot for a quarter-final. But, easier said than done, and we know there's a lot of hard work to be done before that.
Yeah, do you know a lot about Perpignan as a team, Doug? Their pack has been gaining a bit of a reputation so far this season.
Yeah, they have, and they've got a couple of tough midfielders in the back line as well that had some international experience, and they do look like a complete package of a team. So we can't concentrate on either the forwards or the backs. We've got to watch both of them. Yeah,
and of course your old friend Dan Carter spent a bit of time there last season. We'll be giving him a call looking for the inside track.
Yeah, it's already been done. But, he can't offer us much at the moment. But, we'll watch a few games leading into those games, or we already have anyway, but, we're well aware of what they're capable of.
Yeah, no, Doug, this obviously could be potentially your last season with Munster as your contract runs out at the end of the season. Does that make you even more determined to be successful this season? Because it would obviously be nice to finish on a high if you are finishing with some silverware.
Yeah, of course it is. It's a massive draw card to... the Heineken Cup and the Magners League are both big titles, and when you're in potentially your last season, with Munster, it's something you'd like to pick up.
Yeah, and have you given any more thought to that as to where you'll be, your future lies for next season, Doug?
Speaking with Munster at the moment, and if we can come to an agreement, I'd be happy to stay here. So that's where we're at the moment.
Yeah, no, regardless of where you end up next season, Doug, is it still an ambition of yours to pull on that All Blacks jersey? Because I'd imagine there's no bigger honour in the game of rugby, really, and of course there's a World Cup on the horizon as well.
Yeah, I obviously follow them with huge interest, but, having had 9 years in the jersey myself, I think it's hard to let go of, but I'm coming to terms with, letting it go and letting someone else have a go, and that's sort of where my mind's at the moment.
Yeah, how would you rate the current All Blacks team, Doug? Do you think they have what it takes to challenge South Africa?
The way South Africa are playing at the moment, it's not a fair measure on what they've done this year. But certainly it's an experimental tour for both teams, it seems. But you'd think towards this week, especially against England, they'd put their number one team out and look for a good result.
Yeah, no, Doug, you've been very popular with the Munster fans here since you came over, and have you enjoyed living in Cork and raising the family over here for the past couple of years?
Oh, it's been one of the highlights, really. It's to come away as a family and to feel accepted like we have has been outstanding. And like I say, if things work out, I'd love to stay on and push on with Munster.
Cork's Red FM.
104 to 106.